is going for broke. Drew Pearson. He got it. Touchdown.
Welcome back to Drew Pearson Live. Our Hail Mary heroes this week are Danyel and Darnell Jones, and they're from Powerhands. And thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Darnell and Danyel, that's an easy name. I mean, all together, the D's are working there, the Joneses. Appreciate you being with us today. And tell us about Powerhands and what this is all about.
Awesome. So yeah, Powerhands is an interesting story. It was kind of developed by accident. And it was based on the need for skill development. I felt like there was a lack in skill development in our sport today, whether it's football, baseball, basketball. There's a lot of emphasis on being athletic or just having talent. And I felt like the lack of skill development was there. So this product actually was created for basketball initially, and it was with, in mind, decreased dexterity and weight resistance. So the premise behind it was you're dribbling a basketball and the ball's slippery, and now your hands are weighted, so it makes it much more difficult. Same with football. If you're catching a football when you're training in the off season, you want it more difficult than it will be in a game.
Right.
Like the gloves they use today that are super sticky and lightweight.
Yeah.
So it actually started just with one product and just kind of moved along. Now we're in golf, baseball, tennis, boxing, track, you name it. It's kind of spiraled into several different markets.
Yeah, and I think it's something that's needed, because I know when I was coming through, you didn't have anything there to develop hand strength. You had things that develop ankle strength, leg strength, upper body strength, and everything, but nothing there to develop hand strength. And it would have been, if you have that hand strength, now you take the glove off, and it should be a lot easier to dribble the ball, shoot the ball, and even catch a football, right?
Absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely.
That's the exact feedback that we receive from everyone.
Now, this glove here is pretty smooth. It doesn't have that, what they use now to catch the football with these gloves that they have now. This is more for training, right?
Yeah, that's the anti-grip style. So that would be used in training. Obviously, if you're a football player and you don't want your ego to be bashed, you do that when no one's watching.
Okay.
And then the other glove there is the extreme grip, which has a grip to it, but it's still a weighted glove. So you can use that in practice. It'll help you catch the ball a little more easier, but you still have the weight resistance as well.
Something that could be used at the NFL Combine, I would think. Something to do things a little different, to show the guys that catch the ball with these on. If they can do that, then they should be able to catch the ball without gloves on. That's what it's all about. So tell us a little bit about the Power to Give Foundation. You guys want to give back, and that's why you're here today as Hail Mary heroes.
So we actually launched the Power to Give Foundation, building character through athletics, the exact same time that we launched Powerhands. We launched it at the Primetime Sports Expo, and when Darnell and I started the company, our thought was, yes, we are creating a product and we're creating a brand, but we also have a commitment to make sure that we give back, because we're touching so many youth, and that's what gives us chills when we think about our company and our products. We get all these awesome pictures on Instagram and social media with all these kids that say, I have my Powerhands, now I'm ready to put in the extra work and training to be better as an athlete. So we thought with the foundation Power to Give that we would make sure that we support underserved communities so that they can make sure there's an increased emphasis in academic and athletic excellence. So we have partnered with the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Fort Worth we wanted to make sure that we crawled before we walked and started with them in Fort Worth. And we did such things as we brought 80 kids out to our expo, and they got to play a pro one-on-one. Donald Sloan was there with the Indiana Pacers. That was huge for them, and just experienced the whole atmosphere. And then the next day we brought Brian Dawkins out, who spoke to about 250 kids on being the ultimate athlete. What does that mean from a mind, body, and soul standpoint? Either you're on the field or you're off the field. How do you make sure you're conditioning yourself to give it your very best? And then just recently we adopted 2 kids that turned out to be athletes. One was
How old are those kids?
8 and 9.
Wow.
Yes.
Nice.
And this was for Christmas. They put together a list of needs and wants 3 months ago. Boys and Girls Club told all the kids, about 200 kids, to get on a bus. They drove them to a location. They had no clue, and we were all waiting there with gifts. And, of course, they got all sorts of gifts that they needed. coats, shoes, and things of that nature, but we also were able to give them Powerhands, and they got to experience this is something, again, that you do if you want to get better as a.
So Powerhands is working with the kids, and Power to Give is working as well.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yes.
And that's why you guys are Hail Mary heroes. So keep up that great work.
Thank you.
And keep working with those youth, man. We appreciate you taking the time to be with us.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for having us.
And tell us how we can get these Powerhands.
So you can get them online at powerhands.com, spelled with a Z. So it's Powerhands with a Z. And that's actually the only place you can get them right now.
Yep.
All right. That's good enough.
All right.
Well, thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
For more information about Power to Give, visit powerhands.com/power to give. We'll have more of Drew Pearson Live right after this.